Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Central Illinois Sports as we broadcast two more games tonight from the Hancock County Tournament here live at Augusta at Southeastern High School. It's going to be West Hancock, the Titans, taking on the Chargers of Illini West. Two teams that know each other pretty well and have already played twice this season, the second being a very exciting contest that came right down to the very last shot. We're going to tell you more about these two teams and get you ready for tonight's tournament action here at Augusta at Southeastern High School. You're watching Central Illinois Sports here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Wish you had extra cash for a vacation, a boat, a new car, projects around the house? Free up more cash for the things you want by taking advantage of low interest rates. Refinance your home with Great Rivers Bank and keep more of your money by lowering your monthly payment. Start the process online at greatriversbank.bank and work with one of our experienced loan officers to get the lowest rate possible. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Need to clean up that grease trap or septic tank? Voss Pumping is the crew for you. Rusty Voss has experience pumping grease traps and septic tanks since 2001. Licensed in Illinois, call Rusty at 217-936-2520 or 217-242-7599. Voss Pumping wishes all of the teams good luck in this week's Hancock County Tournament.
New year, new closet. From basics to outerwear, bottoms, and dresses, we have your next outfit waiting here at 3 Keys Collection, with sizes ranging from small to 3XL. You can shop with us online at 3keyscollection.com, or you can pop in our shop anytime in Nauvoo, Illinois. We opened our shop to support these 3 little keys and have loved every single minute of it. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to follow our journey with
KL Real Estate is your first stop when you're looking to buy, sell, or rent your next home in Hancock County and the surrounding area. Kim Logan and her team have the experience and knowledge to empower consumers to make smart decisions about their next home purchase. Learn more online at NauvooRealEstate.com or call 319-325-3852 for KL Real Estate in Nauvoo. Baxter Winery in Nauvoo, Illinois' oldest winery, invites you to stop by for your next outing with friends or family. Stop by for Carol's delicious homemade pies or try some spices and snack foods from Nauvoo Nibbles. And of course, enjoy your favorite glass of wine and a cheese plate at the Wine Barrel, proudly featuring Baxter's Old Nauvoo brand wines. Find current hours online at NauvooWinery.com. Welcome you back live here on the Central Illinois Sports broadcast of the Hancock County Tournament. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Our friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Chargers of Illini West getting ready to square off here for a third time already this season against the West Hancock Titans. These two teams met early during Thanksgiving week at the Bushnell Prairie City Classic. West Hancock was a 69-53 winner on that evening, Black on Black Friday, as they opened up the season 3-0 with a tournament championship. They returned back to Hamilton just a week later on December 2nd, and Illini West was able to get a 57-55 win as Gannon Bergman was able to knock down a shot with 10 seconds left to what would be the game winner for Illini West. The Titans missed a last-second opportunity on that night. Illini West had 4 players in double figures, which is what we expect they will need to do tonight to keep pace here with this very talented West Hancock squad. We remind you, on the other part of our Central Illinois sports broadcast team tonight, Jack, John, Charlie, and the rest of the gang are over at the Winchester Invitational Tournament, where Carlinville is taking on Liberty right now in consolation quarterfinal action. North Green will take on Calhoun, scheduled to begin at 7 o'clock in another consolation quarterfinal. And then the championship semifinal main event of the evening, Winchester West Central will take on Griggsville Perry in what we expect to be a very fun contest, tipping off just around 8:30. We're going to have Illini West versus West Hancock for you here starting at 6. And then following that up will be the nightcap. It'll be the Unity Mustangs taking on the Southeastern Suns. We're going to take another quick break to let you know about some of the wonderful sponsors who have made it possible for us to be here this year at the Hancock County Tournament. When we come back, we'll tell you a little bit more about these two teams and get you ready for our first game of the night here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone.
Another virus was blocked? Are you doing an online quiz?
This one's going to tell me my IQ.
All these quizzes are for is to get your passwords for everything. How do you not know that? How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am? All right, well, we're going to go for a run and watch for cars and strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
A bit dramatic. Really like to know my IQ, though.
Getting ready for that spring home improvement project? Give Handy Andy LLC a call. With 16 years of experience, Andrew Hilgenbrink can tackle it all from remodeling, kitchens and bathroom, flooring, painting, and more. Fence work comes with a 12 to 15-year warranty. Mention this ad and get a 15% discount on one project. Give Andrew a call at 217-572-0414. Handy Andy LLC is fully insured and bonded. Mailiff Insurance and Financial Services is your trusted, independent insurance company when it comes to personal and commercial insurance. We are a full-service, independent insurance and financial firm with years of combined knowledge in auto, home and life insurance, along with farm, commercial property, and general business protection services. Get unbiased and objective advice and service from the same person you got your coverage from. Give us a call in Mendon at 217-936-3333 or in Carthage at 217-357-0022 for Mailiff Insurance. Welcome you back here live on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show from Southeastern High School. It's game one of night number 2 here at the Hancock County Tournament, Illini West versus West Hancock. This Illini West team, pretty darn good team overall. Just a little bit on the young side of the roster, but they've got some real talented kids that we've seen so far here at the Hancock County Tournament and through the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Drake Mudd, a talented senior, along with Gannon Bergman. You'll also see a lot of names tonight like Trey Niederman, Reese Shoup, and Colby Robinson in the backcourt. Expect to see some minutes from Ethan Carlisle, who we saw last night, just a freshman, along with Wesley Robertson, who got some critical minutes in last Monday here as well, also just a freshman. But this is a nice team. They like to get up and down the court. They like to pressure you defensively. They want to extend that collapsed defense. So if they're in a zone, they want to pull you out of that zone. If they're in a man-to-man, they want to spread you as far apart as they can. And that's how they're going to run that weave offense and penetrate to kick out for some open shots. They knocked down a few shots the other night here against Southeastern. This was a game that was tied at 19 at half. And then the Suns eventually started to pull away as Griffin Tippie had a hot third quarter, knocked down 4 3-pointers, and then Danny Stevens does what normally Danny Stevens does. It was a final score the other night in the nightcap of Southeastern getting the win, 55-37. On the other side, West Hancock opened their Hancock County Tournament hopes with a win over Unity. Got a win against the Mustangs, a 72-50 final. They were up by 11 at halftime against a stingy Mustang defense, but this is a very, very well-rounded West Hancock Titans squad. You can see just about any 4 or 5 kids with the potential to score double digits at any night, and really that is a big key to their success. Luke Jacko is a very talented inside forward. You've also got Brian Gerhardt on the outside, along with Gavin Grothaus and Nolan Hurt, who are talented backcourt players, along with Gage Scott, who can really kind of do a lot with the ball. Lewis Siegfried will get some significant minutes, and of course the 6'1 senior Alec Himes, who's a very talented player for this Titans squad as well. West Hancock, started out the season with a Bushnell Prairie City Tournament championship, made their way up to Macomb at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, and ended up losing to Rock Ridge in a very close and a little bit of a controversial ending that did not fall in the favor of West Hancock. And that made their way back here as they are still pretty on the hot streak right now. Started off the season 3-0, and as we tell you, Southeastern, West Hancock currently sitting at 14-5 on the year. Illini West at 11-8 per the latest Max Preps updates. Just about 3 minutes to go before we get going here with game number 1. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, tell you more about some of these wonderful sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible. When we get back, we'll get you set for game 1 It's West Hancock versus Illini West. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show here on Central Illinois Sports.
It's Sleep Tight's biggest sale of the year. Get a king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a twin. You heard me right. It's king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a twin. And as always, free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Better bed, less money? You bet. It's Sleep Tight's king for the price of a queen and queen for the price of a twin. Going on now at Sleep Tight, Quincy, Jacksonville, and Macomb.
Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight.
Sleep Tight.
The Daily Grind in Minden is your newest spot for delicious drinks 7 days a week. Coffee, lattes, lotus drinks, and smoothies are all available. Tempt your taste buds with our new Magic Wand Lotus drink. Look for the flags on the west side of Minden. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 6 to 5 on Sundays. Find us on Facebook for a full menu and more. That's the Daily Grind, located in Minden. Your local dairy farmers remind you there are 13 ways milk can help your body. Just one serving of milk each day provides 25% of the body's daily needs for calcium to maintain strong bones and teeth, and 16% of your daily needs of protein to help build and repair muscle tissue. Milk, it does a body good. Get yours next summer at the Adams County Fair Milkshake Stand. Brought to you by your local dairy farmers.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Welcome you back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank. Locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out their online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're going to get you started here for the starting lineups tonight for West Hancock versus Illini West. This is game number 3 of the Hancock County Tournament. West Hancock comes in 1-0. Illini West comes in 0-1. Starting here tonight for Illini West, Justin Ellison at the helm. 11 is a senior guard. That's Drake Mudd. Number 14, senior guard, is also Nolan Dietrich. Number 21, a junior guard, is Reese Shoup. Number 22, the crafty sophomore guard, is Trey Niederman. And on the inside, the forward is a senior, number 35, Gannon Bergman. Starting for the West Hancock Titans tonight, Jeff Dahl at the helm for the 14-3 West Hancock Titans. Starting lineup looks like this. A 6-foot senior guard is number 10, Brian Gerhardt, along with number 20, a 6-foot junior guard, Gage Scott. On the inside, number 30 is a 6-foot 1-inch senior. That's Alec Himes, along with the 6-foot sophomore forward, Lewis Siegfried, wearing number 34. Rounding out the starting 5 for the Titans is Luke Jacko, 6'1 senior forward. He wears number 42. It'll be Jacko stepping in against Bergman here to kick things off tonight in game number 2. Or night number 2, game number 1 of the Hancock County Tournament. So glad you're joining us alongside here on Central Illinois Sports. Tip goes up to the way of the Titans as West Hancock will get first possession here tonight. Gerhardt with the basketball, kicks it way over now to Siegfried on the left wing, kicks it now back out to Himes, works around the perimeter, tries to throw it over to Gerhardt. He'll lose it. That'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a Chargers basketball. Both of these teams like to work a little bit of that weave offense, try to get into the perimeter, get into some open lanes, get you to collapse, and then kick the basketball back out to somebody. Dietrich now with the basketball on the left wing. He's guarded out by Himes. Kicks it back up top of the key. This is Reese Shoup, the shaggy-haired junior guard. Now to Trey Niederman. Illini West trying to extend that defense out here just a little bit. Shoup with the basketball on the right wing. Dribbles, gets through 2 defenders. Has to kick it now back out to Niederman. He'll dribble the basketball around. First minute underway here at Augusta Southeastern High School tonight. Shoup dribbles, now it's stolen away. Here comes Siegfried. Siegfried's going to go coast to coast with it. Larceny in the layup for Lewis Siegfried, and the first 2 points are on the board. Courtesy of the Titans, it's 2-0 here. 7 minutes left to go on the Trucks LLC scoreboard. Titans get the basketball now back on their own half. That's the Chargers. This is Dietrich, he's a nice basketball player. A nice drive from Nolan Dietrich. He'll get it in, and we're tied at 2. 2-2, 6:45 left to go here in the opening frame. Himes with the basketball now, gets it down in the corner. That's Siegfried. Siegfried's got to get out of trouble or he was going to get double teamed. Titans whip the basketball around the perimeter. Everybody in the perimeter now as Jacko tries to go a little give and go inside. He goes up, it gets blocked by Bergman, and they say that'll go off of Jacko last and be basketball for Illini West. Just a little bit of extended pressure here, a little three-court pressure now coming up for the Titans as Gerhardt trying to work the man coast to coast here, and that's going to be Nolan Dietrich as he gets the basketball across the time stripe, goes to the left wing. They get it back up to Niederman now. Niederman guarded out by Gage Scott. Trying to get the basketball inside, they do to Bergman. He gets the position, gets barely up and doesn't get it. Rebound comes down to the way of Alec Himes, and here come the Titans. Quickly down to Scott on the right wing. Siegfried was flashing hard in the short corner. They couldn't find him, though, over that tall Illini West roster. Basketball now over to Himes in the wing. He dribbles in through two defenders, a little Euro step, trips over himself, doesn't get it. Rebound comes down to the way of Dietrich. Here come the Chargers. 5:45 left to go. Kicks it out to Niederman in the right corner. No good. Basketball looks to go off the hands of Gerhardt, and it will remain Illini West basketball with 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. Remind you about Illini Community Hospital, serving the region since 1942 with excellent healthcare services, primary and specialty care, and a whole lot more. Part of the Blessing Health System. Learn more at IlliniHospital.org. Chargers inbound the basketball. Bergman gets it, kicks it back up to Niederman on the left side. Bergman wants it back in the post. He's in a little bit of a battle there with Alec Himes. Dietrich dribbles, goes around the baseline, kicks it back out to Mudd. Mudd cross-court pass over to Niederman. Drives in the middle, finds it. Mudd, nice little dish down at the block. He couldn't get it as he was blocked halfway. And here come the Titans. Nice cross-court pass. They get it to Himes. Himes goes up, gets blocked by Dietrich. A really great pass. Titans couldn't convert in the transition play, and here come the Chargers once again. Chargers work it now down. This is Shoup with the basketball. Got the left lane if he can take it. Stops and pops from about 19. Nothing there. And here come the Titans as Jacko gets the basketball. 2-2, 4:55 left to go here in the first quarter. Himes with a big long three. Nothing but the air there. And the rebound comes down to the way of Siegfried. It'll be a second chance opportunity here for West Hancock. Down in the corner, this is Gerhardt. Gerhardt three ball is good for Brian Gerhardt. Gives the West Hancock Titans a 5-2 lead. 4:37 left to go here in the opening quarter. Niederman's going to dribble it now, down guarded by Gerhardt as he comes to the left side. Gives it off to Drake Mudd. Mudd goes through two defenders and almost loses it. He's got to pick it up at the top of the key. Dietrich stop and pop leaner from about 15, no good. Basketball's going to go straight down, and the officials say that'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow will favor the Chargers. Up and down basketball here so far in the first half of the opening quarter. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports here from the Hancock County Tournament. Niederman will be the inbound man. He's got to try and get it in quickly. Gets it now to Dietrich in the corner. Bergman comes with the pick, and the Chargers will try and get their offense set up here with 4:15 to go in the opening frame. 5-2 lead for West Hancock following a three-pointer. And now that ball's going to be stolen away. Gets stolen away from Himes. He gets it now up to Jacko. West Hancock will have a substitution coming in on the next dead ball as Jacko gets blocked by Dietrich. It'll go out of bounds and remain West Hancock basketball. Gavin Grothaus is going to check in for the Titans. 6-foot sophomore forward listed on the roster. He'll sit down Himes, who's been involved in just about every play so far here. Titans basketball out of bounds underneath their own left block. Ball gets tipped away from Shoup, and that'll remain Titans ball here with 3:55 to go. Gerhardt, the inbound man. Scott flashes out to the right wing. Three ball on the way from Scott. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Grothaus. Second chance. Gets it back over now. Here comes Gerhardt in the corner. He already had one. Can't knock down the second. Rebound up for Jacko. He can't get it on a third try. They've got 4 tries now here for West Hancock on this possession. Whistle's going to come off the ball, and they say that's going to go the way of the Chargers. It's going to be a foul against West Hancock. Foul's going to go the way of Gage Scott. That'll be his first, team first of the ball game. Chargers basketball coming down the court here. 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. This is Niederman with the basketball, tries and gets it thrown away, stolen by Siegfried. Siegfried goes coast to coast, can't get the layup, and now it's going to be a quick tip in for Gavin Grothaus. He'll pick it up, and he'll take the 2 points. It's a 7-2 lead now with 3:12 as the Titans convert on the turnover. Niederman with the basketball, guarded by Gerhardt. West Hancock really wants to push you to that weak hand, and they're very, very good at doing it in that backcourt defense. Scott now with guarding Shoup. They get it now to Niederman. He goes to the right side, tries to get around, and that'll be a foul on Gerhardt as he got a little body check called against him. First foul against Brian Gerhardt, second of the half against West Hancock. With 2:56 to go here, it's a 7-2 lead for the Titans. Dietrich, the inbound man, has to throw it a little awkwardly, but Shoup's able to pick it up, tosses it in the corner to Mudd. Mudd hesitates, takes a little 10-footer from the baseline, no good, and gets rebounded by Brian Gerhardt. Looking to push now, Titans throw it down in the corner. This is Grothaus driving on the baseline. Nice ball movement by West Hancock. 3-ball on the way for Gerhardt, no good. And it's fight on the floor for it, and it's going to be a jump ball as Gannon Bergman got his body on the floor for it. Nice hustle on both sides. Possession arrow will go to the way of the Titans with 2:35 to go here in the first. Himes is going to check back in the ball game. He'll step in now and give Luke Jacko a little break. This is a big, big lineup for West Hancock. Titans inbounding with 2:35 to go. They get it tossed into Siegfried. He'll dribble it back up and get the offense reset here for the Titans. Himes with it now. Dribbles in off the hands of Shoup, and then they say it goes off the hands of Grothaus. It'll be a turnover for West Hancock and the Charger basketball. They trail 7-2 here in the opening quarter. Game 1 of 2 tonight for you here on Central Illinois Sports. We've got 3 others going on tonight from the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Put one on your tablet, one on your phone, and check out all the basketball going on tonight with us here on CIS. Shoup with it now, gives it up to Mudd. He stops at the free throw line. This is Dietrich. Dietrich guarded by Gerhardt. Stops and pops on the free throw line. Nothing there. Fight on the floor for it. Another loose ball, and it's going to come down as Mudd's got his hands on it. And they'll call a jump ball as Grothaus was able to get his paws on it as well. Basketball will stay with the Chargers with 2:02 to go. Just 2 points on the board for the Chargers so far. That came by the way of Nolan Dietrich. Bergman with the basketball. He's going to go try down with the left hand. Gets up off the glass. Nothing there. Mudd with the rebound. He goes up with it. Can't convert. Fight for the loose ball. Mudd gets it again. Goes through 2 defenders. Gets it up off the glass. Can't get the bucket, but he'll get the foul and go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against number 14. That's Gavin Grothaus. His first personal, team third, as Mudd will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. We remind you about the Quincy Shootout coming up January 20th and 21st. If you can't make it to Blue Devil Gym, we're going to be there and bring you all 17 games. First free throw is up and good for Mudd. 7-3 lead as we see Luke Jacko is going to check back in for the Titans. It'll be $9.99 access for the whole weekend, folks. We've got teams coming from all across the country, including the top-ranked high school team in the entire nation, Link Academy. Out of Branson, Missouri, if you haven't heard of this team, they've got 7 Division I signees, which is about 7 more than most high school teams have. Second free throw up and good for Drake Mudd. He's a real nice basketball player and a great athlete. 7-4, first 2 points of the night for Drake Mudd. Titans quickly move down now back to their end of the court. 1:43 to go here in the first quarter. Basketball over to Gage Scott. He's got 2 defenders looking at him. Gets it to Gerhardt in the corner. He's already knocked down a triple tonight as the Titans look to reset again. Gerhardt with it on the left side. Cross-court pass over to Grothaus. He'll drive into the lane. Little runner from about 8 feet. No good. Fight for the rebound. Comes to the way of Jacko, and Bergman able to block it. Here comes Niederman. Niederman's going to go one-on-one, and he might be a charge, and it is. Brian Gerhardt gets his body in position and takes the charge. It'll be a turnover for the Chargers, and the foul's going to go against Niederman. That'll be his first personal, team first of the half for Illini West. Real nice job as the Chargers able to get the foul call against them. On the taken charge from Gerhardt. He'll bring it down now and get it over to Siegfried. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. It's 7-4. Illini West trailing West Hancock here on Central Illinois Sports. Nolan Hurt's going to check in for the West Hancock Titans here on the next dead ball. Gage Scott with it. Whips it over now. This is Jacko with a 3-ball. Nice shot from Luke Jacko. The big man's got some range. Knock it down for three. It's a 10-4 lead. His first 3 points of the evening with 45 seconds left to go. Niederman will take it across the timeline, gets it up to Bergman over at the volleyball line. Shoop catches it awkwardly on the left side. He's got to try and find some room. He drives into the lane hard, gets tipped away from Jacko. Shoop comes back up with it, shot up and no good, and it's rebounded by Lewis Siegfried. Siegfried will push for the Titans, gets it now down to Gerhardt. Gerhardt, nice up and under move, can't get it. Gets his own rebound though, and it's going to get tipped out of bounds by Shoop, and that'll be West Hancock basketball. Nolan Hurt checking into the ball game, number 12 on the roster, a 6-foot junior guard. He'll check out for Gage Scott here with 22 seconds to go. West Hancock basketball. Illini West will send in a substitution. This is the freshman guard, number 24, Wesley Robertson. Just a freshman, but this young man has really put up some critical moments here for Illini West this season, including some nice shots in that early season win that the Chargers had over the Titans. 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Siegfried drives in, kicks it out to Jacko, looking for two, and he gets it. Back-to-back from long range for Luke Jacko. It's a 13-4 lead with 10 seconds left. Niederman brings it across now, gets it to Robertson in the corner. He drives baseline, finds Bergman from about 8 feet. He's got to get rid of it now. This is Dietrich. Time expiring. Dietrich's shot is no good, and we've reached the end of the first quarter. Your score after 1 quarter of play at the Hancock County Tournament, West Hancock 13, Illini West 4. We'll be back with second quarter play-by-play and more in 1 minute.
Need to clean up that grease trap or septic tank? Voss Pumping is the crew for you. Rusty Voss has experience pumping grease traps and septic tanks since 2001. Licensed in Illinois, call Rusty at 217-936-2520 or 217-242-7599. Voss Pumping wishes all of the teams good luck in this week's Hancock County Tournament.
New year, new closet. From basics to outerwear, bottoms, and dresses, we have your next outfit waiting here at 3 Keys Collection, with sizes ranging from small to 3XL. You can shop with us online at 3keyscollection.com, or you can pop in our shop anytime in Nauvoo, Illinois. We opened our shop to support these 3 little keys and have loved every single minute of it. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to follow our journey with new arrivals weekly.
Second quarter underway here from Augusta at Southeastern High School. It's game 1 here of the Hancock County Tournament of 2 tonight. As the Titans get the basketball to begin the second quarter, they've got a 13-4 lead. Titans with the basketball working around the free throw line. They get it now to Nolan Hurt. He'll take a 3-ball from the top of the key, and it's good for Nolan Hurt. All the threes following the way of the Titans right now. It's a 16-4 lead as they've knocked down 4 early triples here in the ball game. 16-4. First minute here of the second quarter. Illini West has got to find some way to answer and stop this outside shooting of the Titans. Mudd with the basketball as Robertson slashes through the lane. Nothing there for him. They get it to Dietrich. Nice little give and go. Dietrich's going to try and take it to the hoop. Gets caught under the baseline. He'll have to get rid of it. Steal almost picked off there by Gerhardt. And it'll remain Chargers basketball. Nice ball movement by the Chargers. Just got a little too quick with the pass there, and Gerhardt was able to get his hands on it and tip it out of bounds, and the Chargers will try and reset here. Basketball gets down in the corner. This is Dietrich as he's going to go up, and he'll get fouled by Nolan Hurt. Going to be first foul of the game for Nolan Hurt. 4th of the ball game here for the Titans here in the first half. 7:04 left here in the second quarter as Nolan Dietrich makes his way to the free throw line. First one's up and good for Dietrich, make it a 16-5 ball game as Dietrich has got 3 points on the night now. Both of these teams know each other very well, just down the road from each other here in Hancock County. As Dietrich makes the second, it's now a 10-point deficit, 16-6, that Illini West is trying to dig their way out of. Siegfried with the basketball, picks it up on the right elbow. Gets it now to Jacko. He's already knocked down 2 from long range. Gives it now to Hurt. Drives in. This little weave offense for West Hancock has worked pretty well so far. Gerhardt with the basketball, guarded out by Niederman. Here comes Jacko up to set the pick. Doesn't take it as he drives in. Up and in for Brian Gerhardt. Nice move. Drew the defender away as Jacko came up to set the pick, and Gerhardt was able to drive in and get the layup, and it's now 18-6. Titans lead. Robertson with the basketball on the right wing. Here comes Mudd on the flashing high at the top of the key. They get it back to him at the volleyball line. Bergman with it now. Drives in. Bergman goes up, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line for 2. And that foul looks like it's going to go against Luke Jacko, and it will. First for foul for Jacko. Team number 5 here in the first half for West Hancock, and that'll send Gannon Bergman to the free throw line. Bergman to the line looking for his first points of the night. He'll miss it on the first one. Saw a lot of nice things out of Gannon Bergman here in the opening game against Southeastern. Gage Scott will check back into the basketball game. He'll sit down Lewis Siegfried as Bergman goes to the line trying to make his first. 6:18 left to go here in the first half. It's an 18-6 lead for West Hancock on the Trucks LLC scoreboard as Bergman misses the second, and that gets rebounded by Scott. He'll push the tempo quickly. Kicks it now over on the right wing. This is Hurt. Hurt drives baseline, nothing there. Titans move the basketball cross court, and Gerhardt will reset at the volleyball line. 6 minutes to go here in the second. Grodhaus with it. Back into Gerhardt in the corner. Cross court pass. Now they work it to Scott over on the right side. He'll try and drive in through 2 defenders. Nothing there. West Hancock being patient. They've got a 12-point lead and the right to do it. Dietrich tries to go for the steal, can't find it. Gets a little bit out of position, but nothing harmed there for Illini West. Scott with the basketball now guarded by Robertson. He'll work it around. This is Jacko trying again for the third long triple, but he doesn't find the mark there. Basketball will go out of bounds as Grodhaus tried to save it. It'll be a basketball for the boys in the blue and red. 5:36 to go here in the second quarter as West Hancock threatens with a little full court man-to-man pressure. Shoup will bring the basketball across the timeline. He's guarded by Gerhardt. Gets it now and stops, gives it to Robertson. Robertson goes up with it off the glass. Wesley Robertson. As they were able to draw the defense in the double team and get the ball to Robertson for a nice little layup, and it's 18-8 now. 5:15 to go here in the second quarter. Basketball comes to Grodhaus. He'll kick it back out, and they say that Hurt is going to travel, and that'll be a turnover against the Titans. Alec Himes will check back into the basketball game. He'll sit down Luke Jacko for a quick second as Jeff Dahl gives him a little bit of direction. Looking very quickly up at the roster, the scoreboards here. 3 points for Nolan Hurt. 5 points already for Brian Gerhardt. And of course, Jacko's got 6 points on a couple of threes already. This is a very well-rounded offense for the Titans as now they get the ball into Bergman, and Bergman's going to score 2 more for Illini West. Make it an 18-10 ball game. Titans with the basketball, work it back over. Grodhaus thought about the three, gives it to Scott. He'll hesitate as well. Now they get it to Gerhardt, who gets it all the way down in the corner. That's Nolan Hurt. All 5 Titans working around the perimeter. 3 ball on the way from Gage Scott, no good. Rebounded by Grodhaus. Second chance coming here for the Titans with 4:25 left to go in the first half. Scott drives in, nothing there. Kicks it out to Grodhaus. He'll knock down the three. Gavin Grodhaus bringing down the house with another 3 for the Titans. It's 21-10 here with 4:14 left to go in the second quarter. Dietrich will bring the basketball across the timeline. Man-to-man defense here for West Hancock, as most of this quarter has been. Shoup drives in, tries to hesitate, picks it back up. He'll get a little one-handed runner from about 8 feet and knock it down. Reese Shoup with the 2 points, and it's 21-12, 3:55 to go. Himes with the basketball. Over to Grodhaus, who just knocked one down. He'll give it to Brian Gerhardt. They'll reset at the volleyball line. 3:45 to go here in the first half. Himes drives in, picks it up at the elbow, nothing there. He'll kick it back out to Gage Scott. Scott with a nice little spin move, goes off the back of the iron though and no good, and Gannon Bergman will come up with the rebound. Here comes Illini West. They trail 21-12. Dietrich with the basketball, running a little bit patient, tries to get the pick from Bergman. There's nothing there, and now Justin Ellison says he'll take a timeout as the Titans were getting in on triple coverage. They'll take the timeout. We'll take it too. 3:18. It's West Hancock 21-12 over Illini West. We are back with you in 30 seconds.
KL Real Estate is your first stop when you're looking to buy, sell, or rent your next home in Hancock County and the surrounding area. Kim Logan and her team have the experience and knowledge to empower consumers to make smart decisions about their next home purchase. Learn more online at navurealestate.com or call 319-389-3200. 325-3852 for KL Real Estate in Nauvoo.
West Hancock takes the timeout, or excuse me, Illini West took the timeout to try and avoid the potential turnover there as the Titans were looking to triple coverage there as they brought it across the timeline. So it'll be Chargers basketball out of bounds right here in front of us at the scorers table area. Dietrich will inbound. He'll toss it all the way back to Reese Shoup. We got off the stage tonight, moved our way into the bleachers. We're hoping we're able to see everything a little bit clearer tonight. Just got a little bit too dark from that stage area with the off-white balance. Shoup now drives in. He goes in through two defenders, gets the ball up, and he'll get fouled, and they say he'll go to the free throw line. Shoup will head to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Nolan Hurt. That'll be Hurt's second. And sixth team foul of the half against West Hancock. First one up from Shoup is no good as Siegfried will check back into the ball game. He'll sit down Hurt as Shoup tries to get the second one in. Second one rolls around, goes down. It's going to be a 21-13 lead here for West Hancock. They've got the basketball with 3 minutes left here in the first half. Grodhouse with it, moves it over now to Gerhardt as they whip it around. Himes is going to try and drive in, stops in the lane, kicks it back out to Scott. Long three ball on the way from Gage Scott is good. Almost counted for 4 if you wanted to. 3 more on the way from Gage Scott. It's 24-13 with 2:39 left to go here. And everything falling for West Hancock here in the first half. Scott was able to get his hands on it as they tried to kick it out. It'll go off the hands of West Hancock and remain Illini West basketball underneath their own hoop here. 2:30 to go. We'll break down everything for you coming up on the Little Jess halftime show. First game of 2 tonight for you. We've got the Southeastern Suns and the Unity Mustangs coming up here just a little bit later on this evening. Scheduled tip-off is 7:30. Robertson with the basketball now. He drives in, loses the defender, turns it around. He tries to go up with it, can't find it. Loose ball on the way, gets tipped in by Himes, and then it goes right into the hands of Drake Mudd, who's able to put it in quickly. 2 points for Mudd, and it's a 24-15 ball game. Mudd's got 4 points now in the evening. Tip the basketball out, Grodhouse. Grodhouse with a three, up and in, off the rim, and all around, and nothing there as Robertson came down with it. This is Dietrich, kicks it into the corner now. Shoup with a quick shot off of one pass, nothing there as it goes off the front of the rim and comes down to Lewis Siegfried. They'll try and push. It gets stolen away now for Reese Shoup. 1:43 to go in the second quarter. Dietrich, step back three. Off the front of the rim, and it looks like it'll go out of bounds into the hands of Kyle Rigg, and it'll be 1:35 to go here. West Hancock basketball, length of the floor to go in the second quarter. Illini West tried to get Niederman in the basketball game, couldn't get it though, and they'll leave him in for the next whistle. Minute and a half to go here in the first half. 24-15 lead for the Titans. Siegfried with it. Top of the key now is Gage Scott as he'll drive against Dietrich, picks it up at the left elbow. He's got to get rid of it, and he'll find Himes. Himes now, nice spin move from Alec Himes, and he'll go in. It looked like Himes was just trying to get rid of the basketball, and the next thing you know, a really nice spin move to the left, and he found open daylight to the hoop. 1:03 to go. It's 26-15, an 11-point lead here for West Hancock. Dietrich picks it up back at the volleyball line. He gets it out to Robertson to Shoup. 55 seconds left to go. Shoup will take another long three, and he'll knock this one down. The corner wasn't his spot, but the top of the key just might be. And it's a 26-18 lead here with 43 seconds to go. West Hancock pushes the tempo and kicks it out now. This is a three ball on the way from Gerhardt, and it's good. He's happy about that one. 3 more as we've been a 3 frenzy here in the first half. It's 29-18, and now Dietrich will try and answer. He can't knock it down, though. Rebound comes to Himes. 27 seconds to go. Kicks it now to Grodhouse. Grodhouse on the baseline. Nice dish to Scott, but it gets tipped away from Shoup. And they'll go out of bounds and remain to West Hancock basketball. Niederman will check back in. He'll sit down Drake Mudd. Jeff Dahl calling for something there. Is there referencing something up in the crowd? Not entirely sure what the officials were looking at. We're just a couple of sections down and couldn't see it as they were waving to the back of the back row here. 15 seconds to go. Gerhardt with the basketball. Titans with it with an 11-point lead, and Jeff Dahl will take a timeout for the last possession. We'll take it too. It's just a 30. 12.2 seconds left. 29-18. We'll see you back in 30 seconds.
Baxter Winery in Nauvoo, Illinois' oldest winery, invites you to stop by for your next outing with friends or family. Stop by for Carol's delicious homemade pies, or try some spices and snack foods from Nauvoo Nibbles. And of course, enjoy your favorite glass of wine and a cheese plate at the Wine Barrel, proudly featuring Baxter's Old Nauvoo brand wines. Find current hours online at nauvoowinery.com.
Titans took the timeout, looking to get one last good possession here before we get to the halftime break. It will be Chargers basketball to begin the second half, barring a last-second tie-up here in the quarter. So we'll tell you all about it coming up on the Little Jess halftime show. Titans inbound. This is Grothaus with it. He'll kick it back up to Siegfried. 7 seconds left to go. This is Gerhardt. Gerhardt gets the pick. Gerhardt with a three ball on the way, and it is in and out, no good. Tip up from Hines doesn't fall either, and that brings us to the Little Jess halftime break. Your score from the Hancock County Tournament here at Southeastern High School. It's the West Hancock Titans 29, the Illini West Chargers 18. We'll come back with a little bit more for you here in 2 minutes on the halftime break.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone.
Another virus was blocked? Are you doing an online quiz?
This one's going to tell me my IQ.
All these quizzes are for is to get your passwords for everything. How do you not know that? How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am? All right, well, we're going to go for a run and watch for cars and strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
Bit dramatic. Really like to know my IQ, though.
Hey guys, it's James and Todd coming at you from Jersey's here. Hey, and it is a beautiful day outside.
Catch all the action at Jersey's in Camp Point. Fresh, made-to-order sandwiches, wraps, horseshoes. Check out our brisket bacon burger, our Nashville hot chicken. Fried chicken every Thursday night. Enjoy an afternoon on the patio or catch a game on one of our 7 TVs. Queen of Hearts drawing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Todd, you got some beers for us?
Hey, you know what? It's time for that segment.
We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer, unmatched craft selection, and signature drinks. Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, your hometown sports bar.
At Logan Agri-Service, we consider it a badge of honor to be recognized as one of the larger independent suppliers of crop protection chemicals in the Midwest. We've worked hard for years to provide you with the access to the best herbicides, insecticides, and fungicides from top manufacturers because we know without you, our local farmers, we wouldn't be here. When you have questions, call our local experts to discuss what works best for your fields and your situation, or visit us online at loganag.com. Serving agriculture since 1962.
Getting ready for that spring home improvement project? Give Handy Andy LLC a call. With 16 years of experience, Andrew Hilgenbrink can tackle it all from remodeling, kitchens and bathroom, flooring, painting, and more. Fence work comes with a 12 to 15-year warranty. Mention this ad and get a 15% discount on one project. Give Andrew a call at 217-572-0414. Handy Andy LLC is fully insured and bonded.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show here from the Hancock County Tournament at Southeastern High School. Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Quincy, Illinois is the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. Learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them at 431 Main Street down in Quincy. It's a 29-18 lead for the West Hancock Titans over the Illini West Chargers. West Hancock trying to punch their way into what would be a championship game possibility appearance on Friday night. Illini West trying to be the spoiler and make their way into that conversation as well. They're going to have a little bit of a hole to dig themselves out of here coming up in the second half. Let's break down some halftime scoring for you here. In the first half for the West Hancock Titans, Brian Gerhardt has 8 points. He's knocked down 2 threes. Nolan Hurd has 3 points on a three-pointer. Gavin Grodhouse has 5 points, including a tray, along with a tray from Gage Scott for 3 points. Alec Himes has 2 on a really nifty left-handed spin move. And then the big guy, Luke Jacko, has knocked down 3 three-pointers as well. Count them up real quick. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 three-pointers in the first half for West Hancock. Getting you set up here for the Illini West Chargers halftime breakdown. Drake Mudd has 4 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Nolan Diedrich has 4 points. He's also got a couple from the charity stripe. Reese Shoup has 6 points, including a three-pointer, and 2 points from Wesley Robertson, and 2 points from Gannon Bergman. We've got a total of 8 three-pointers here in the first half. 7 of them have come in the way of West Hancock. It was a 13-4 lead after the first quarter. And we find ourselves at a 29-18 score here on the halftime break. We're going to take a couple of minutes to step away, get ourselves a drink of water, and give you a little more information about some of these wonderful sponsors bringing us the Hancock County Tournament. We'll come back with a little bit of second half action for you here on Central Illinois Sports.
Maliff Insurance and Financial Services is your trusted independent insurance company when it comes to personal and commercial insurance. We're a full-service, independent insurance and financial firm with years of combined knowledge in auto, home and life insurance, along with farm, commercial property, and general business protection services. Get unbiased and objective advice and service from the same person you got your coverage from. Give us a call in Mendon at 217-936-3333 or in Carthage at 217-357-0022 for Maliff Insurance.
It's Sleep Tight's biggest sale of the year. Get a king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a twin. You heard me right. It's king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a twin. And as always, free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Better bed, less money? You bet. It's Sleep Tight's king for the price of a queen and queen for the price of a twin. Going on now at Sleep Tight, Quincy, Jacksonville, and Macomb.
Better bed, less money. Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
The Daily Grind in Mendon is your newest spot for delicious drinks 7 days a week. Coffee, lattes, lotus drinks, and smoothies are all available. Tempt your taste buds with our new Magic Wand Lotus drink. Look for the flags on the west side of Mendon. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 6 to 5 on Sundays. Find us on Facebook for a full menu and more. That's The Daily Grind, located in Mendon. Your local dairy farmers remind you there are 13 ways milk can help your body. Just 1 serving of milk each day provides 25% of the body's daily needs for calcium to maintain strong bones and teeth, and 16% of your daily needs of protein to help build and repair muscle tissue. Milk, it does a body good. Get yours next summer at the Adams County Fair Milkshake Stand. Brought to you by your local dairy farmers.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show, where your score is West Hancock 29, Illini West 18. As we look here on the scoreboard at the Winchester Invitational Tournament, Liberty leads Carlinville 32-30 at the end of the third quarter. Both teams trying to keep their hopes alive to come back and play a third game at the Winchester Invitational Tournament. Jack, John, and Charlie have all the action all week long from down at the Winchester Invitational Tournament, the 100th WIT as they call it. They'll have North Green taking on Calhoun, scheduled to start around 7 p.m. And then the nightcap will be the championship quarterfinal game between Winchester West Central and Griggsville Perry in a highly anticipated rematch of 2 teams who played a heck of a ball game against each other a few weeks ago at the Nick at Griggsville Perry. Coming up tonight here for you after we end this broadcast, it'll be the Southeastern Suns taking on the Unity Mustangs. We'll be back here Friday night for championship action as Unity is scheduled to face Illini West beginning at 6 o'clock, and then the nightcap will see the West Hancock Titans taking on the Southeastern Suns, scheduled for 7:30. It's a 29-18 lead for the West Hancock Titans. When we come back, we'll have second half play-by-play for you right here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Prairieland FS is a full-service agricultural supplier dedicated to providing high-quality products and services for the purpose of improving customer profitability. We're known for our customer service in and out of the fields. We are neighbors serving neighbors for over 100 years and promise to provide complete seed and application service to all our customers. Our trained energy specialists, along with our crop specialists, can help you take your business to the next level. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Back to live action here as we begin the second half. It'll be Chargers basketball as we begin play here in the third quarter. You're watching game 1 of 2 here tonight. From the Hancock County Tournament, Brian Shoemaker bringing you all the action here with Gavin Hilgenbrink running the camera tonight on Central Illinois Sports. First shot of the half goes up by the way of Gannon Bergman. Doesn't fall, and it's going to be picked up by Himes. And here come the Titans off and running for their first possession of the half. They give the ball now to Siegfried. He'll stop and pop from the free throw line, and it's good. Kids watching at home, one simple rule. 3-pointers are fun, but you can win a lot of basketball games knocking down a 12-foot jump shot, as Mr. Siegfried just did, and it's a 31-18 lead for the Titans here. Niederman will take the basketball, gives it on the left wing to Dietrich. Guarded highly out by Brian Gerhardt. Illini West likes to extend that defense. They want to get that weave offense. They want to create some lanes. But this Titans defense is very pesky. Dietrich slashes in now. He finds a little opening, can't get it as it's partially blocked by Himes. He'll grab the basketball, and here comes West Hancock. Nice transition as Scott is able to find Jacko for 2 more points, and they'll put it in, and it's a 33-18 lead. Justin Ellison wants a timeout. We'll take it too. It's 33-18. West Hancock on top. 6:56 left to go in the third. We'll get it straight here on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone.
Another virus was blocked? Are you doing an online quiz?
This one's going to tell me my IQ.
All these quizzes are for us to get your passwords for everything. How do you not know that? How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am? All right, well, we're going to go for a run and watch for Cars and Strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
A bit dramatic. Really like to know my IQ, though.
Chargers take the timeout after the transition basket here by the Titans, and now Niederman's going to work it up against Gerhardt. He gets it tipped away, and it's stolen by Himes. Here comes Himes now driving in. He'll stop, and he'll get fouled on the body contact. As they say, Shoup got a little bit too close. Foul's going to go against Reese Shoup. That'll be his first of the basketball game. Just the first foul of the half. As Wesley Robertson's going to check back in the basketball game here for Illini West. He'll sit down Niederman. Justin Ellison took a quick timeout, didn't like what he saw in that transition basket by West Hancock, as now Siegfried's going to knock one down. And the threes are just falling way too easy for West Hancock tonight. 36-18, and now Mudd's going to try and answer. His goes off the back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Shoup tries to throw it off of Himes, and it doesn't touch him, and it'll go out of bounds, and that'll be a West Hancock basketball. This was just a 2-point basketball game when Illini West beat the Titans back on December 2nd. A 13-point deficit on Black Friday when they played at the end of the Bushnell Prairie City tournament. That night went the way of West Hancock. They've got a sizable lead right now with 6:15 left to go here in the third. Scott trying to flash at the post, nothing there as they'll get it to Himes cross court. He'll drive into the free throw line. Another 3-ball on the way from Gerhardt, and they just can't miss from downtown. Another 3 for Brian Gerhardt. It's 39-18, a 21-point lead. Gerhardt's got 11 points on the evening now. They find Mudd on the backdoor dish. Nice dish from Shoup to Mudd. caught the Titans sleeping on the weak side. It's 39-20, 5:50 to go here in the third. Gerhardt with the basketball. He works it at the volleyball line, guarded by Dietrich. Here comes Jacko to set the pick. Gerhardt thought about it. He's already knocked down a couple. They get it into Jacko. Up off the front of the rim on the leaning jumper, no good, and they'll get the ball to Dietrich, and here come the Chargers. 5:30 left to go. Dietrich drives in through everybody and gets it up and in for two. Nice move by Nolan Dietrich. Slashed through four defenders to get it in. It's a 39-22 deficit for the Chargers. Titans basketball now as Siegfried's got it. He tries to find Himes on the backdoor cut, and he does. Himes able to get it up at the rim. Can't finish, though. The rebound came down to Jacko. Three ball on the way from Gerhardt didn't fall. Here comes Illini West. Mudd trying to push. Mudd will go up and gets blocked by Gerhardt. Gerhardt pushes it, and we've got a big collision there on the floor. Dietrich went jumping up for it, and I think they're going to call some officials out here to take a look at these two. Dietrich jumped really high in the air. He got undercut by Gerhardt, who didn't see him coming. They're going to see if they can get him up. As they've got Dietrich on the floor, and they're going to call a foul on this one. They're going to call a foul on Dietrich on the play. So Dietrich went up real high in the air, got undercut. Nobody saw him coming. Just a very athletic play. So we're going to get the foul on Dietrich. That's going to be his first. It'll be second of the half against Illini West. And thankfully, we're able to see Nolan Dietrich walk off the court under his own power on what was a really, really hard landing. He was up over the shoulders of Gerhardt. Jeff Dahl asking a couple of questions as well on the play. As Darrell Lippinson trying to explain what his process was. It's going to be Titans basketball out of bounds with 4:59 to go here in the third as we'll resume play. Titans are up 39-22 here in the first game of two tonight for you from the Hancock County Tournament. 4 teams, round-robin format. We'll crown a champion coming up on Friday night. Siegfried with the basketball gets his way now over to Hurt. Hurt now gives it to Scott. Scott tries to go right hand, can't get anything there, gives it back to Siegfried. Siegfried thinks about it, stops, hesitates, gets himself down to the baseline, nothing there as they get it back to Grothaus. 4:40 left to go here in the third. Scott drives in, nothing there as he was guarded nicely by Mudd. Now Siegfried gets it, kicks it out to Grothaus. Grothaus drives in, nice ball movement, and they find Siegfried. His three ball goes up and no good, and it gets rebounded though by Himes. Second chance here on the long possession for West Hancock. 4:22 left to go. Scott with the basketball. Gage Scott will reset. Himes is going to come up and flash here for the pick. Scott with it, takes a few extra dribbles, gives it to Siegfried. Drives around, nothing there as they try to get the ball now to Hurt. He tries to cut baseline, nothing there. 4:05 left to go in the third, and now Himes is going to try that little spin move again, and they say he'll travel that time instead. Turnover on the Titans, it'll be a Chargers basketball. 4:04 left to go. Dietrich's back in the basketball game, still looks a bit shaken up, to be totally truthful to you. He took a hard hit. He's back in the ball game as Alec Himes takes a quick seat with 3:58 to go here. Dietrich drives in, finds Bergman. Nice move from Dietrich, a nice dandy dime to Bergman. Bergman will draw the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. What a great pass from Dietrich. Foul's going to go against number 20. That'll be Gage Scott. That's his second personal, just the first of the half here against West Hancock with 3:54 left to go here in the third quarter. Gannon Bergman makes his way to the free throw line. 2 points on the night for the big senior forward as he misses the first. Unity versus Southeastern coming up. Scheduled for a 7 o'clock start, or 7:30, excuse me. You can put one on the tablet, one on the TV. We'll have Winchester West Central against Griggsville Perry in the championship quarterfinals over at the Winchester tournament. That'll be a fun one as well as Bergman gets the second. Give him 3 points on the night. It's 39-23 with 3:53 to go here in the third frame. Siegfried with the basketball, gives it over to Grothaus, tries to drive around, now gives it back to the free throw line. This is Hurt. He'll stop at the top of the key and banks it in. The bank is open in Hancock County for Nolan Hurt. Knock him down three. It's 42-23 as the Titans just can't miss from long range. Call them the Golden State Titans tonight. Mudd loses the basketballs. He got tied up in between Hurt and Jacko, and it goes off of Hurt's hands last. It'll be a Titans basketball. They've got a 19-point lead, and all the confidence in the world as they just can't miss very much here tonight in Southeastern. Hurt with the basketball, picks it up. He's got to get rid of it. Gives it back to Jacko at the free throw line. Now this is Gage Scott. Tries to find Jacko in on the backdoor cut. Gets stolen by Dietrich. Here come the Chargers. Dietrich will do a little nice runner from the free throw line. He'll get the larceny and the 2 points from it. It's 42-25. Hurt with the basketball, picks it up on the left wing. He's got to get rid of it now, and he does, and he finds Luke Jacko at the free throw line to Grothaus. Grothaus will drive in, running left hand. Nice little scoop shot from Gavin Grothaus. Put 2 more on the board. It's 44-25 as Grothaus has got 7 tonight. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter. Watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports. If this is the first time you're watching us, give us a like, give us a subscribe. We're glad you're watching along here tonight. Dietrich tried to make a long cross-court pass. It went over the head of everybody and goes out of bounds. It'll be Titans basketball. Drake Mudd will sit down. Trey Niederman will check in for Illini West with 2:33 to go here in the third. Siegfried bigs it across the time stripe, gives it up to Nolan Hurt at the volleyball line. A little bit of a 1-3-1 zone here now from Illini West. Trying to minimize that three-point attack. Gage Scott with it on the left wing. Grothaus flashes through at the block, nothing there. Titans work it around the perimeter as Jacko flashes through the lane. They give it to Grothaus now on the left wing, over to Jacko. 2:08 left to go here in the third frame. Titans playing a little bit of patience here. They've knocked down everything and taken a lot of nice shots tonight. They've got the luxury of a 19-point lead here as Hurt's going to try and fire one up, and he knocks it down. Goodness gracious. Another three ball for the Titans, and it's 47-25. It's just one of those nights that what can you do if you're Illini West except trying to keep extending pressure. Hurt's got 9 points now. They get the ball inside to Bergman for Illini West. He'll go up with it and get fouled by Jacko. Or excuse me, that's going to be Siegfried. Siegfried will pick up the foul. That's going to be Siegfried's first personal, second of the half against the Titans, and that'll send Gannon Bergman back to the free throw line. Jeff Dahl not exceptionally happy with the call and trying to voice his opinion to the officials with 1:33 to go as Bergman's missed the first free throw. West Hancock trying to punch their way into a championship game potential with a 2-0 record so far here in the tournament as Bergman knocks down the second. It's 47-26. West Hancock would improve to 2-0. Illini West trying to fall out of that 0-2 hole going into Friday night as they get the ball into Jacko. Off the back of the rim, no good. Scott comes down with it. He fought hard for it. Ball comes loose, and Wesley Robertson's on the floor under three Titans. And they say that's going to be a foul on West Hancock, as Wesley Robertson found himself on the bottom of a dog pile you wouldn't want to be on. They'll get the foul reported. 14 will be the foul. It's Gavin Grothaus' second personal, his third. Drake Mudd will check back in for Illini West as Bergman's going to take a seat. Titans fans unhappy there as Wesley Robertson dove for it. And the next thing you know, there were three Titans on top of it. This is Niederman, picks it up on the left wing. He's got to find an escape route and finds Drake Mudd. Titans in a man-to-man defense here with 1:02 left to go in the third quarter. Dietrich with the basketball, guarded by Grothaus. Tries to find Mudd on the backdoor cut. There's nothing there, though, as Grothaus gets it. He's going to get a steal, and he's going to go in for the layup. Grothaus with a larceny in the layup. It's 2 points for Grothaus, and it's a 49-26 lead, as Grothaus now has 9 points on the night as well. 42 seconds left to go. It'll be Titans basketball to start the frame, barring a tie-up or a change of possession. And they say there will be some body contact there on the drive. Grothaus' third personal foul, team fourth. Jeff Dahl's going to send Alec Himes back into the ball game. He'll sit Grothaus down. He wants to keep the pressure up. He's not going to let off here, despite a couple of backcourt guard fouls. They get the ball into Wesley Robertson, does the Chargers. 35 seconds left to go here. Shoup picks it up now at the volleyball line and finds Nolan Dietrich. He's guarded by Scott. Dietrich will pull up for a three ball, nothing there. Gets rebounded nicely on a hard play by Reese Shoup. 25 seconds to go. Niederman from the top of the three. Off the rim and no good. Everything that's falling for West Hancock is not falling for Illini West right now when it comes to the three ball. Dietrich with it with 15 seconds. Drives baseline, and he's going to get fouled by Nolan Hurt, who picks up the body contact for Hurt. That's going to be his third. Fifth of the half here against West Hancock. Titans playing stingy defense, but the last thing you want to do is start to put this Chargers team at the free throw line with a majority of the fourth quarter to go. 12 seconds left to go. Chargers trying to get 2 more points before the quarter break. This is Niederman, drives in, nice little dish off to Mudd. He can't finish, and it's 4 seconds left to go for the Titans. Basketball comes loose, gets picked up by Niederman. He's not going to get the shot off, but Robertson does, off the back of the glass and no good. Your score after 3 quarters, it's West Hancock 49, Illini West 26. Fourth quarter play-by-play coming up here in 1 minute.
KL Real Estate is your first stop when you're looking to buy, sell, or rent your next home in Hancock County and the surrounding area. Kim Logan and her team have the experience and knowledge to empower consumers to make smart decisions about their next home purchase. Learn more online at navurealestate.com or call 319-325-3852 for KL Real Estate in Nauvoo. Baxter Winery in Nauvoo, Illinois' oldest winery, invites you to stop by for your next outing with friends or family. Stop by for Carol's delicious homemade pies or try some spices and snack foods from Nauvoo Nibbles. And of course, enjoy your favorite glass of wine and a cheese plate at the Wine Barrel, proudly featuring Baxter's Old Nauvoo brand wines. Find current hours online at nauvoowinery.com.
Getting ready for the fourth quarter here on Central Illinois Sports. West Hancock with a 23-point lead after another flurry of 3 balls. For the Titan offense here in the third quarter, they've got the basketball to start the fourth frame. Southeastern and Unity coming up here on the nightcap tonight. That's scheduled to start somewhere around 7:30. We might get started a little bit earlier than that, the way this one's going. Lewis Siegfried with the basketball. Cross-court pass over to Hurt. Hurt drives into the lane, goes up against Mudd, and they say that'll be a body check on Mudd. And a foul against Illini West. For Drake Mudd, that's just his first foul of the basketball game. Third of the half against Illini West. Bergman will check back into the ball game. Wesley Robertson takes a seat for the Chargers. It's West Hancock basketball as Siegfried will be the inbound man. Pick comes for Himes. They try to get it into Himes as he was slashing through, and they say it'll go out of his hands and go out of bounds. And that'll be a Charger basketball on the turnover. Barring a big rally from Illini West, you'll see West Hancock in what could be a championship setup coming up on 7:30 on Friday night. We'll have both games live for you here on Central Illinois Sports. So glad you're watching along here. Mudd now on the right side, guarded over by Himes. They get it now back up to Niederman at the volleyball line. He gets a big pick from Bergman. Back up now to Mudd as the Chargers work it around the perimeter. Mudd trying to go through the lane, nothing there. They get it to Niederman on the left side. He's guarded by Jacko. That's an unfortunate mismatch for him size-wise. Bergman trying to get the basketballs. They got the mismatch against Scott. Couldn't get it as Scott got his hands on it. Here come the Titans. Siegfried goes coast to coast, knocks it down, and he'll get a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play as they call the Chargers on the foul. Count the basket. The foul's going to go against number 21. That's Reese Shoup, his second personal, team number 4, as Robertson's going to check back into the ball game. And he'll sit down Shoup on the play. Siegfried will go to the free throw line. He's got 9 points on the night, looking to make it 10. It's a 51-26 lead with 7 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Free throw's no good. Himes is able to get his hands on it, trying to fight for it. Won't get it. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Illini West basketball. Well, the story of the night has just been the three-point shooting here from the West Hancock Titans. Everything has seemed to go down tonight. They've got well over 10 three-pointers tonight. And if you can knock down that many threes most nights, you're going to find yourself in a position to win ball games, because that's hard. That's a hard offense to stop. And also the pesky defense is getting a little bit on the nerves here of the Chargers as that one goes out of bounds as well. And it'll be a Titans basketball, 6:44 to go here in the ball game. Siegfried with the basketball now as Chargers in a little bit of a matchup zone. Scott goes baseline, gets tipped away from Dietrich. Here comes Bergman with it now. Bergman tries to pick it up. He gets it now, goes his hands on it, and Hurt gets a hold of it. Teams trade turnovers here with a 6:23 mark to go. Scott, 3-ball on the side of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound comes into the hands of Nolan Dietrich. Dietrich pushing now on the right side. He's going to stop and pop from 3, and he does knock it down. 3 more for Nolan Dietrich. This is a hard-playing kid, folks. Knock it down. It's 51. 51-29 is what we've got here on the scoreboard. We added one too many threes there as we got a little click happy. Gerhardt's going to check into the ball game along with number 14, Gavin Grothaus. Jacko and Nolan Hurt will sit down for the Titans as it's Chargers basketball. Full court pressure still being applied here by West Hancock as Gerhardt's going to try and chase Dietrich down the sideline. Those two had a heck of a collision earlier tonight. Robertson with the basketball. Nice little spin move to try and draw away the defender. Tries to go up with it, and he'll get the body contact on the arm, and he'll go to the line for 2. Robertson will get the foul and go to the free throw line. That foul's going to go against Brian Gerhardt. His second personal, team at number 6 tonight against West Hancock. Robertson with it, knocks down the free throw. Shoup will check back into the ball game. And he'll sit down Gannon Bergman. (51-30) our score. Remind you, Jack, John, and Charlie have all the games from the Winchester Invitational Tournament going on also tonight here on the Central Illinois Sports Feed. Put one on your tablet, one on your TV, one on your phone, whatever you want to do. And check out all the high school basketball action going on here tonight on the CIS channel. It's a 51-31 ball game here with 5:35 to go now as Siegfried's trying to dribble around with it. He's got to pick it up after losing his handle on it. Gets the release valve to Grothaus. Now to Gage Scott, getting guarded by Mudd out on the right wing. Tries to drive into the lane. Nothing there. He'll stop at the elbow. Titans being patient with this weave offense. Scott now in the corner. Dribbling around now. West Hancock trying to be patient as Dietrich got his hands on the back of it. And they say that'll go out of bounds off the Chargers as Niederman couldn't get a stop on it. 5:12 to go here in the ball game. 20-point lead. Gerhardt, the inbounds man, gets it back up to Hines on the left side. Gerhardt with the basketball, and he'll get dribbled as the Titans set up their offense. Siegfried over to Scott. Scott thinks about it. He'll let one fly, and it's another three-pointer. 54-31 as Scott knocks one down. He's got all the points tonight. Give him 6. All the threes have been falling in waves for the West Hancock Titans tonight. 4:40 left to go here in our ball game. We'll get you set here on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show for game number 2 between Unity and Southeastern. Shoup with a 3-ball. It goes off the front of the iron and the backboard. No good. Gets rebounded by Grothaus. He loses it now as somebody was on the floor. That looks to be Niederman. Niederman now gets the loose ball, and they get it to Mudd, and it's a nice 2-pointer off the turnover. 54-33. Siegfried with it, gives it up now as this little weave offense from their West Hancock Titans looking to really just probably milk the clock down at this point unless something really nice opens up with 4 minutes to go. Himes with it, kicks it now down in the corner. This is up now to Grothaus, excuse me. He tried to drive in, didn't find anything there. Nice defensive effort from Drake Mudd. Gerhardt brings the basketball out. He's got 11 points on the evening, and now Niederman gets his hands on it, stripped away, and here comes Robertson and the Chargers. Dietrich's going to fire one back from all the way down, back in Carthage. 54-36. Dietrich got across the half-court line and said it's a green light. Dietrich's got 14 tonight. Ball gets stripped loose now. Niederman gets it, tips it away to Dietrich. Dietrich's going to try and take it by himself, and Siegfried able to knock it away. Lewis Siegfried able to put himself in a position to get that one, and now Jeff Dahl says we'll take a quick little timeout during this run. It's a 54-36 lead for the West Hancock Titans. 3:19 to go here in the ballgame. We'll get you back to action here in just a minute.
Getting ready for that spring home improvement project? Give Handy Andy LLC a call. With 16 years of experience, Andrew Hilgenbrink can tackle it all from remodeling, kitchens and bathroom, flooring, painting, and more. Fence work comes with a 12 to 15-year warranty. Mention this ad and get a 15% discount on one project. Give Andrew a call at 217-572-0414. Handy Andy LLC is fully insured and bonded.
Titans took the timeout as a couple of turnovers have led to some extra points here for the Chargers here in the last couple of minutes. It's 3:19 to go here in the ballgame, a 54-36 lead for the West Hancock Titans. Looking to pick up win number 15 on the season and a 2-0 record here in the tournament. And they look very well on their way to doing that as the Chargers get it inbounds. Dietrich with a shot, can't find anything there as it falls into the hands of Himes. Gage Scott with the basketball, 3:12 to go as he looks to push now. Titans really content working it around the perimeter, and they should be. They've knocked down everything under the sun from behind the arc tonight. This is Gavin Grothaus, guarded out by Dietrich. Now over to Gage Scott. They try to get it into Himes, and they say that'll be a foul on Dietrich. He's not happy about it, but he's going to pick up the foul. That'll be second foul of the night for Nolan Dietrich. Team foul number 5 for Illini West here in the second half. Titans will inbound the basketball as Gerhardt was the inbound man. Gets it now back out to Siegfried. He's guarded way out by Dietrich now as the Chargers trying to push him on the left hand. Siegfried says left hand, right hand, whatever hand, doesn't matter. He takes it all the way in with the left hand. 2 points for Lewis Siegfried. Makes it a 20-point game again, 56-36. Siegfried's got 11 on the scoreboard tonight. He and Gerhardt both have 11. Niederman tries to drive in. They say that'll be a foul as Himes claims he had all the ball on it. His hands on the ball, but won't get the foul. First foul against Himes, team number 7. That's going to put Illini West here to the free throw line. 2:24 left to go in the contest. Niederman at the line, no points tonight. And he gets his first, the sophomore, knocks one down. It's 56-37. Well, the biggest thing about this West Hancock team, as we saw on Monday night, as we saw through the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, it's a very balanced scoring team as Niederman gets both free throws to fall. It's 56-38. But this team has, like we told you in the pregame, 5-6 guys that could probably score 10 points at any night. Now Grothaus gets his hands on 2 more. Another nice little nifty left-handed move. It's a 20-point ball game again. Grothaus has 11. Everybody getting in double figures here tonight for the Titans. Dietrich with a really nice pass into Mudd. Mudd fakes up, draws everybody in the air, and he'll get fouled, and now he'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against Siegfried. That's Siegfried's second foul, team number 8. Drake Mudd will head to the free throw line for bonus shots. Mudd's got 8 points on the evening. First one comes up for the senior. Knocks it down, make it 58-39. One more game to go here. Still 2 to go from Winchester tonight, including that big Winchester West Central against Griggsville Perry matchup in the championship quarterfinals. Second free throw, no good for Mudd. Rebound falls to the way of Siegfried. It'll get tapped away by Dietrich and roll out of bounds. 1:57 left to go. Danny Stevens and the Southeastern Suns ready and waiting in the wings over in their corner from their locker room entrance area. Saw a heck of a shooting performance in the second half from Griffin Tippie for Southeastern. That's the effort they'll need tonight to put themselves in the catbird seat for a title game appearance. 1:40 left to go in this one, though. It's been all Titans tonight as they've been knocking down threes since the first quarter. Dietrich tips this one away. Niederman tries to go for it. He collides into Gerhardt. Now they're going to stop the body contact. And they say it's going to be an Illini West basketball. We've got a line change coming up here for Illini West. We'll try and get everybody in on the roster here. It's going to be Colin Kerfman, number 1, the sophomore guard, along with number 10. That's a sophomore, Roan Jackson. Ethan Carlisle gets his first minutes tonight. He wears number 5. He's a freshman guard, along with number 12, a junior, Hayden Rankin. Jeff Dahl will clear his bench as well as we get some Titans in here on the basketball game tonight. Nolan Gooding is number 32. That's a sophomore forward, along with number 52, Carter Barnes, the 6'1 junior forward. 00 is Bryce Varner, a 5'10 sophomore guard. Number 44 is Cooper Shaw, a 6-foot junior. And we've got number 24, who is Mason Stevens, a junior forward. So we've got some guys getting off the bench, getting a little bit of time here tonight for the last 120 of your entertainment dollar here in the first game tonight at the Hancock County Tournament. This is Carlisle with it. Now gives it in. Nice little nifty dribbling there from Rankin. Gives it back out top to Colin Kerfman. And that kid has some very, very bright yellow shoes on. Foul's going to go against Carter Barnes. Chalk up the first foul for Carter Barnes. Team number 9, not double bonus yet. One more to go here, but it'll be a bonus shooting situation. For the Chargers is Colin Kerfman. Gets to the free throw line. First one off the back of the iron, no good. Fight for the rebound. Still bouncing around. Everybody's going for it. Kerfman gets his hands on it, slings it back into play, and it gets brought down by the hands of Bryce Varner. 1:01 left to go here in the contest. Titans trying to see if they can get some of these guys into the scoring column here with less than a minute to go. Varner with the basketball, stops and gives it now out to Shaw. Shaw with a couple of dribbles on the weave, gives in to Barnes. He'll dribble it in, drives in the lane, and they say he took an extra step. Turnover comes with 45 seconds left to go here. We'll get you broken down and reset for game number 2 coming up here on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Colin Kerfman in those bright yellow, neon, green, whatever color you want to call them. That's some bright shoes. Basketball gets tipped away as Cooper Shaw got his hands on it. And they say that'll go off the hands of Roan Jackson. And it'll be a West Hancock basketball. 30 seconds left to go here as Barner is going to bring it across the time stripe for the Titans. Sophomore guard. Wearing 00. Don't see too many guards wear 00. He'll get it over now to Barnes. Barnes with it, takes a couple of dribbles, throws it all the way over to Shaw, who didn't see it coming. 16 seconds left to go here in the ball game. We'll see if any of these Titans are able to get a shot up for themselves. Mason Stevenson with it. Takes a few dribbles, guarded out by Kerfman. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and West Hancock may just dribble this one out as there's no count. Final score in this one, it's a 58-39 win for West Hancock. They improved to 2-0 in the tournament. They're in the Catbird seat for a championship game appearance coming up on Friday night. Illini West relegates themselves to 0-2. And we'll see how they stand in the Friday night matchup against Menden Unity. We've brought you to the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll be back with some final breakdowns of this one coming up here in 2 minutes.
This is Alexis, nurse practitioner.
This is Dr. John Olson. He is the best neurosurgeon.
Well, I paid her to say that.
However.
Many of the patients that Alexis sees, we talk about that day, and we're able to collaborate real time on the patients.
Having another provider that's not a surgeon work with the surgeon, I think you get the best of both worlds. If you have any neck or back pain, come see us in the Spine Center.
Need to clean up that grease trap or septic tank? Voss Pumping is the crew for you. Rusty Voss has experience pumping grease traps and septic tanks since 2001. Licensed in Illinois, call Rusty at 217-936-2520 or 217-242-7599. Voss Pumping wishes all of the teams good luck in this week's Hancock County Tournament.
Welcome back here to the Illini Community Hospital post-game show where West Hancock is a 59-38 winner over Illini West. And the big story of the night here for the West Hancock Titans, their three-point shooting. Knocked down everything under the sun tonight, knocked down 7 in the first half, knocked down about 5 or 6 more in the second, and propelled themselves to a big victory. Time to name our Edward Jones, Derek Harris Financial Advisor Player of the Game. Financial investments are important, but so are the time, education, and care that we take into our young athletes, preparing them to be adults, and that's why Derek Harris knows this and is proud to be our sponsor of the Player of the Game here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of guys on this Titans offensive roster that you really think could be a Player of the Game just about on any night. The man who really kind of made things click tonight for them is probably Louis Siegfried. Really handled the ball well, really able to make some nice decisions with the rock, and of course, helped lead this Titans team to a lot of open three-point opportunities. We'll name him our Derek Harris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, player of the game here for game 1 of 2. We're going to shut down this stream. We'll get it reset. So if you want to watch Unity versus Southeastern here in just a minute, click back to our main page at Central Illinois Sports. We'll get this stream up in just a second and get you ready for game 2 tonight. It's going to be the Southeastern Suns taking on the Unity Mustangs. We'll see you here in just a minute on Central Illinois Sports.